a Game 7 here at Clemson. Auburn and Clemson, one game. Yesterday in the meeting of 1-0 teams, Clemson had a 7-0 win, but today it was a different story. All back at Clemson, ready for our regional final as we take a look at the Auburn.
Sides the plate, the one pitch that I thought she needed to throw more at the beginning of the last game.
Leading hitter on this Auburn team at .335 on the grounded to second. That's Maddie Moore over to first, and one down here in the first. Rose Roach moves up from the bottom of the lineup up to the number 2 spot, and they responded. Another ground ball to second. Moore with the glove flip to May, 2 down. They lost to Clemson in game 2, putting them into the elimination part of the bracket. They really is at the start of a Clemson game, but they'll take the energy away from Auburn and put the energy into the crowd that's in their seats right now. 1-2-3 inning.
Both the Logaleos have been solo shots as well. That big solo home speed pitch, that changeup, that's been the difference maker for her this season.
I guess impressed is the word that comes to mind, because
that change now that teams go more to a staff mentality.
Clark is hit by a pitch. She'll take her base to lead things off here. Yeah, we had a
saving up that arm because it is warm out here. She is warm. Doesn't need a ton of.
Right down the middle for strike 3. Penta gets the strikeout. She had 7 in game 1. Correction, 8. It is a tight turnaround for the teams. The 35 minutes between the end of the one game and the first
elimination game. It's Kat Sandercock.
Ground ball too short. Peralta throws high, and it's an error. Heading over to third is
and they made a couple of errors in game 1 today too. Got some runners on board, but
Maddie Penta was in a jam. She worked out of it. This one is to third. The throw comes to the plate, and it is caught by Lisenby, who gets the tap path of the runner. And does this rise to obstruction? The runner is sliding into you, hold on to it, but she did a good job back there to secure it. Off the glove of the catcher, here comes the run, and Clemson's on the board as Cagle scores. 1-0 Tigers.
And out of the glove. Kind of a strange sequence right there as that ball skipped behind her, but either way it allows Valerie Cagle to score in the first run of the.
This one is lifted to center field, drifting over is Packer, who got a good beat on it. She tracks it down for the out to retire the side. Clemson gets a run. Isis Tresvik will lead things off for Auburn here in the top half of the second inning. The 1-1 from Cagle. Popped up right side. Moore's got it. She's been busy so far. 1 down.
Walks got that hit in the last game. Does a nice job of staying low in her. Try to take it away before it breaks.
Blaine sends one out to center field. Coming on is Clark. 2 down. Well, Valerie Cagle, Maddie, and
pitchers that have done some great work for them this season. Millie Thompson being one of those lefty.
The walks overall in the 4 games. This is down to third. Davenport to first. Another 1-2-3 inning for the ACC Player of the Year. 2-1 the count to Maddie Moore. 3 for 9 in the regional with a home
of Maddie Penta's hand.
Swung on and missed. Penta gets the strikeout. That's her second. 1 down here in the second. There's ball 4. You can see Penta shaking her arm out a little bit after throwing that pitch.
Things that he's definitely going to be keeping a close eye on, and if she starts to miss her spots as Penta in the circle.
Soft liner on one hop to second. Roach over to Ellis as Vieira moves to second, 2 down. Game 1 had a couple of singles. 4 for looped out to center field, and it will drop in for a base hit. A 2-out RBI single for Reedy Davenport. 4th run batted in for this regional. In the first 2 games, I think Clark was just hit for a second time. And she'll take her applause as she heads down the line. The Clash drops down a good bunt in front of the plate. Everyone's going to be safe. Singled and scored in the first. Last night, went the distance in an elimination game against Cal State Fullerton. Ball 4, a run comes in. Fourth RBI of the regional for Cagle. Millie's dad. Slow roller to deep third. This is trouble, throwing on to first and in time. Good play by Widra, who has not played a... This is sent out to right and deep and over the head of the right fielder, Jacobson. Packer, great speed, rounding second, heading to third, and she will make it there safely with a one. Tried to come to the plate. Throw was late. Packer scores, and Auburn's on the board. Too short. Logaleo to second for one. The turn to first is in time. 6-4-3 double play. Outing in this regional against Cal State Fullerton. A lot of first pitch striking. Soft liner over. Roach at second. And it's a leadoff single for Aaliyah Logaleo. That is her more one of those home run hitters for Clemson. Grounded off the glove of the third baseman, Widra. Peralta had it, didn't make a throw. First and second here in the third. Here is Abby Vieira, who walked and scored her first time.
Hitter on this season, too, coming into this weekend.
Line shot, looking for the double play, sliding back safely into first is Moore. The throw by Peralta, one down. Here's JoJo Hyatt, who grounded to second in the second tournament. And laying down a bunt. Ellis makes the throw over to Roach at first. Runners move. Fly ball to right field. Coming in is Tresvik. She has it to retire the side. That win earlier today, you get to the 7th and final game, that if necessary game.
With the velocity.
There's another ground ball and a flip to first. Roach is retired, 4-3 again. One out here in the fourth.
And something too that we talked.
Ground ball to third. That's Davenport. Over to May, 2 down. Tresvik popped out. Ground ball past the first baseman. May couldn't get it down the line, and it's a 2-out single for Isis Tresvik. 1 for 3 in game. South Carolina won game 6 earlier today, but Kat Sandercock came from Kat Sandercock to knock Gamecocks out. Jesse Blaine pops it back to the pitcher. Cagle has it. Single by Tresvik. She's left 3 for 13 in the regional with a run scored.
He can make those quick adjustments.
Tap to first. This will get the runner over as Ellis steps on the bag. Clark to second, 1 down. You talk about a lineup that can swing the bat and produce runs.
Who's going to start that elimination game here? Game 7 in that regional.
Cagle takes ball 4. She walks for the second time today. She's been on base all 3 times. Had a walk and an RBI in game 1. 2. Line shot, base hit. Clark scores. Up to second goes Baumhart, an RBI single for Caroline Jacobson.
We've seen Jacobson a couple of times in this regional step up after teams have, and that base hit's going to score Mackenzie Clark easily.
That is the 7th RBI of this regional for Jacobson. With 4 runs batted in. Swings at the first pitch, aggressive, pops it up, foul ground. Ellis calls for it, 2 down. 0 for 2 in this game. Fair ball. Here comes Baumhart around. She'll score. An RBI for Maddie Moore. Shelby Lowe gets the strikeout. Clemson strands 2, but they score 2. At the end of 4, 5-1.
Shelby Lowe in yesterday's game.
Ground ball to short. Logaleo retires Garcia for out number 1.
And we just saw another example of it there, but it's her efficient.
Swinging at the first pitch and a fly ball to Jacobson, and quickly 2 down as Lisenby is retired.
She's just somebody who adjusts, and just on the pitching staff itself.
Cagle, there's a strikeout there, fell behind 3-0 and got a little upset, it seems, and pounded the zone.
Sees a lot of upspin on her pitches. She likes to throw a combination of.
But here is JoJo Hyatt swinging at the first pitch and a slow off-line drive to Ellis, and quickly one down here in the home half of the fifth. So the eye in the second inning. 2 outs, 1-2 pitch. Push her back to the field. This is a fly ball to Tresvik. She's got this one. 2 down.
Didn't have to flip over the fence for that one.
No.
The home run Caroline Jacobson hit in game 1. She literally stopped in her track.
Skipped up. It's ball 4. And you got to watch. Maybe Clark's going to take a big turn. Not too big. She'll hold at first. Here's McClesh. 1 for 3. Bunt single. Popped up and grabbed. That's Millie Roberts. As Madison Shipman loves to say, the ball will find you some way, somehow.
They need it.
Soft liner to center. Clark over there. KK McCrary for San Diego State or Liberty to come out of that. Line shot, glove by Maddie Moore. She has flashed the leather this weekend here at Clemson. Slow roller, no one's covering first base, and that's going to be enough room for Roach to beat it out. There's a hit, number 3 on the game for Auburn. Grounded to third. Davenport to first. Clemson 3 outs away from another trip to the Super. And plenty of regionals just getting started. Florida State. And Valerie Cagle reaches base yet again. Singled in the first, walked in the second, walked in the fourth, walks here. Tournament. Grounded back to the pitcher, off the pitcher. Peralta with the scoop, and it gets away. Everyone's going to be safe. Tried to flip it to Roach at second. And plenty of regionals just getting started. Florida State. 3-1. And Valerie Cagle reaches base yet again. Singled in the first, walked in the second. Injury in the SEC tournament. Grounded back to the pitcher, off the pitcher. Peralta with the scoop, and it gets away. Everyone's going to be safe. Tried to flip it to Roach at 3. Singled in the third. Had a homer, mighty Oklahoma. This is a line shot, chance for a double play, but no. Sliding back safely is Jacobson. Logoleo is retired for guy in this regional for more.
Rarely happen, but on the flip side, I think you have to play really clean defense.
Fly ball to Packer in center field. She's got it. 2 down. Vieira sends it out to center field to Packer, who has it to retire the side. Last chance for him to finish it here. 3 outs away from a trip to Norman and the Super Regionals.
Ball there.
That first pitch of the 7th inning was her 68th of the game.
Any strikeouts could put the one in there about 73.
Slow roller to third, cut off by the third baseman. Davenport makes it look easy, 1 away. Called strike 3. Cagle gets the strikeout, 2 down. Program 2021, 44 wins. And they're on their way to the Super Regionals. Logoleo on to first, hang on, not yet. Grounded to third, the throw to second is in time, and the Clemson Tigers are heading to Oklahoma. Came out quickly, so this celebration is going to be put on hold. I've won the final over Auburn. Tip of the hat to the Auburn Tigers. I mean, they battled. They came out here in an elimination game after winning an elimination.